Why isn't the elephant graceful with it eating vegetables? Hi, many people wish to organize on a healthy system and eat vegetables and fruits so that they lose some weight and become leaner, yet an animal like an elephant finds all its expressions of vegetables and fruits in addition to the fact that they walk every day with the herd a distance exceeding 25 kilometers, and eventually you find it from the largest wild animals on the Earth's surface. And he never loses weight, but he always keeps increasing it. So why doesn't the elephant lose weight even though it's all vegetable? Why does it increase weight rather than decrease? The elephant staple is just plants, and the little elephant as soon as it's born is now starting to teach all the nutritional skills that help it survive. Like how to drink water and look for his food, and also teach him what to eat and what to avoid eating it. Well, since the elephant from a young age is used to vegetables, why is it not agile? Why does it show so much weight? Why does the elephant stay fat? The truth is, to answer this question are three important factors. The first, plant type he eats. The elephant loves fruit and the bark of trees, but the fruits are usually high in length, so it consumes and kills a lot of effort from the elephant until it reaches them, and the same applies to the bark of trees. The elephant takes a long time to dig his tusks inside the trunk of the tree and extract bark and juice, so the most suitable choice for him is the long weed on the floor, which in seconds can eat a large amount of it with his hose and put it in his mouth. So even though the elephant eats many kinds of plants, 30 to 60% of its total food is herbal and weeds, and it's amazing that these weeds cause the elephant to grow, not decrease, despite being plants. Let's make it clearer. Grass and wheat are one of the very poor plants in nutritional value. Therefore, elephants make up for that food poverty by eating large quantities of it. It eats up to 200 kilograms of plants per day. He spends most of the day chewing on these plants, so much so that the elephant's mills fall and regenerate again about 6 times over his lifetime. True, he eats plants, but he eats stupid quantities, which in turn increases his weight. Well, someone can say, what if we come to the elephant and put it in the zoo and start serving fruits and vegetables instead of weeds and herbs? Will he lose weight and become agile? In fact, the answer is no, but in this case, it will increase in weight and become much larger because of the second factor we will mention, cellulose. But before we complete, to mention zoos, do you think large animals like elephants and giraffes and others are suitable for them to be placed in closed cages in zoos, where the documentaries have become famous and we can see the lives of animals easily without going to the park, and then return them to their home country to live naturally? And are you really in favor of the idea of zoos in our present time or only natural reserves? I can see your opinion in the comments section. Now we want to understand why if we give the elephant vegetables and fruits it will increase in weight too. Aren't fruits and vegetables supposed to help lose weight? The answer to that is simply that each body is different from the other. For example, why do we say that vegetables and fruits are good at losing weight? The reason that vegetables and fruits besides their nutrients are because they contain a very important ingredient, cellulose. Cellulose is a complex organic compound found in large quantities in almost all plants. Witness, man's stomach can't actually digest cellulose because, as we've shown, a complex compound. We don't have enzymes that can break it down, and that keep it in the stomach for as long as hours until the stomach gets bored and takes it out as it is without our body absorbing anything from it. So cellulose is useful in the diet because it's based on filling the stomach and giving us a sense of satiety, and then coming out. Add to that, because it comes out like it is, it makes its calories zero because we don't suck anything out of it. And that also makes it useful in slimming and weight loss, but all the above applies to us humans, and animals are different. Herbivores like elephants possess a particular bacteria that can digest cellulose, break it down and take energy from it naturally. So I imagine that the elephant and other herbivores are supposed to lose weight because they eat vegetables. It's a totally false perception, because their bodies benefit from the plant as ordinary as we do from anything we eat, and so plants for them are food that makes them increase in weight, not the other way around. Now that we know that plants relative to the elephant are normal, but there are other animals that feed on plants in large quantities, such as cows and cattle, yet they reach a certain size and then stop growing. While the elephant can grow and grow to the point of its vein, an African elephant weighs about 7,000 kilograms. There is even one of the huge villas that lived in Angola, whose weight was documented at 11,000 kilograms. What brings the elephant to this very large size is that the nature of his creation allows him to grow up like this. For example, as human beings, we go beyond puberty, and our body begins to take a steady position and shape on the body we have reached, in the sense that our height remains constant, and even the bone growth in the body does not record any significant increase. The reason for this is that after puberty the body begins with estrogen secretion, which is called growth hormone. And when that hormone exists in a large amount and high blood concentrations, that would be an alert to the body that it's enough to grow. And then the receptors in the bones that are responsible for growth automatically close and don't allow the bones to grow any further, and that's as programmed in our genes as God created us. But that thing is not only in humans, it's in almost most creatures. They get to a certain size, and then growth stops. The elephant increases in weight all the time. This is because of the genetic mutation in the elephant's body that allows it to increase significantly in size even after puberty. The receptors in his bones work permanently and allow the bones to grow nonstop throughout his entire life. And if we calculate the elephant's growth rate compared to that of any other herbivore, and the cows would be, which is described as one of the best animals to gain weight, then we'll find that the weight of a newborn cow is on average 40 kilograms. The weight of an adult cow is on average 600 kilograms, which means about 15 times the weight. The elephant, which weighs 100 kilograms at birth and then reaches 7,000 kilograms, is more than 70 times its lifetime. Well, now I can shock you by telling you that you're fat from the elephant. We can finish today's video with nice poverty, which is, do you think the elephant is a fat animal and needs a diet? The shocking answer is not, but the elephant is classified as a graceful animal. A group of researchers from the University of Alabama in the United States of America conducted a funny study titled, "Excuse me, but you are fat of the elephant." Researchers in this study say that for a long time we thought the elephant was too fat because of its large size. But when they did research on 35 females and 9 male elephants and measured the amount of fat in their bodies, the surprise was that the elephant carried less fat in its body than humans. The average fat in female elephants was about 10% and in males, it was about 8.5%. Whereas the average fat ratio of an American woman is about 40% and the American man's is about 28%. It means that the elephant is compared to graceful humans and has little fat. Of course, the main reason for the lack of fat in the elephants is their large activity, so the elephant herd, as mentioned, can walk 25 kilometers a day looking for food. And even a total of elephants in the Etosha area of Mapiba were observed walking from 90 kilometers to 180 kilometers a day. In the end, I like to say that a graceful elephant doesn't need a diet, it's us who need it.